I've already prepared a stick.
Oh, okay.
I've already done it here.
No, I was just in the office now and he gave me that.
It was already prepared. When I met you there, I thought we were talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was already done.
Alright, cool.
By the way, they will have no answer.
No, he wants to look at the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna have an answer.
They don't have any answer.
No, because it's not like you have a different angle. Like,
I mean, without that player in the side of line, it may be okay.
yeah, it would be different if there was no one there. I can. No worries. At least these guys have numbers. I can see it all. And I can kind of see from the team, like.
We are almost ready to get underway here in our second round playoff matchup between the CSKA Moscow Selects and the East Coast Selects. Coming into today's game, CSKA Moscow, the only team in the tournament yet to lose a game. They went 5-0 through the opening rounds and obviously won their morning game if they're here right now. So the winner of this game will move on to face the winner of our second playoff matchup today. That one between Ural and Draft Day. So goaltenders headed to their creases. So for the East Coast Selects, it will be number 30, Jaden Chalette. And for CSKA, number 40, Mikhail Egarov. CSKA will win the opening draw. Trying to drive it down into the East Coast end. It's turned over there and Turley picks it up. Trying to get that one up to center ice. East Coast. Trying to hold on to it in the corner of the Moscow end. They're able to come away with it though. That's Vorobev. He'll take the shot. Goaltender though will make the save. So Vorobev able to get around the two players, gets a shot off as he's fallen to the ice. Goaltender though, able to see it and grab that one. CSKA with control off the draw. Chance there for number 9, Dontsov, but the goaltender was able to grab it. CSKA winning that draw, but it's poked off his stick there by Hughes. So forced to chase it down into their own end is CSKA. Carrying it up the ice there, Tamazov. He'll be thrown into the boards there by Terrence. Picked up behind the net by CSKA. Comes up to the point. Shot from the point, tipped there by East Coast. But CSKA is able to get to it first. Dontsov being thrown into the boards there. Comes to the point though, and they're able to keep it in. East Coast getting their stick on that, trying to clear it out. Terrence gives it to Moore, but it's taken off of him there. Parashikov chasing that into the corner. He'll battle in the corner there against Hyun for the puck. Comes back to the point for CSKA over on the other side there for Venskal. That's down into the corner of the East Coast end. Shot there, blocked by the stick of the East Coast player, and the goaltender will grab the puck in the air. So a nice shot from the point there by CSKA through all that traffic. It's tipped out behind the goaltender. Roberts will take that one off the draw. Rings it around the boards, looking for Chua. He's being pressured hard there by Call. Trying to get it out, Chua. He'll carry that one over center ice. Gets it up there for chance for East Coast Selects, and the goaltender for CSKA making that stop. Schaefer will bat that one down. Frasca will chase it into the back end. Chechel was carrying that one. He's thrown into the boards there by the East Coast Selects player. CSKA carrying it into the East Coast end. It's down into the corner. Roberts pressuring. Comes out. Candy is able to grab that one. He was looking for Weber, but it's outside his reach. It'll be picked up by Rodionov. Comes over on the boards for CSKA. Turley trying to push him off the puck, but he's able to do it. Gets the shot off. That's high and wide of the net. Turley still pressuring Vorobov in the corner. Now Moore has it for East Coast Select there in the CSKA end. Trying to bat it in front. A good tip goes behind the net. CSKA will carry this over center ice. Frolov passes it off to Shiravin. He'll carry it down behind the goaltender. Chance in front. Sticks of East Coast in the way of that chance. Kept in, though, at the point by Vorobev. They'll fire that one down. Picked up down low by Sharavev. Holding on to it. Gets it over on the other point there to Rodionov. Rodionov gets himself around Hughes, but Hughes pressuring him, so he'll carry it around behind the goal. Thrown into the boards by Turley. And East Coast trying to clear it. Can't get it past the point. Kept in there by Shiravin. Moore trying to pressure here, but CSKA is able to pick it up in their own end. Along the boards. Left there for Vorobev. He'll take the shot, and the goaltender will get that one, not allowing for the rebound. Good shot from the point, but the goaltender was able to see that one and square himself up to it. East Coast selects. Hyun battling for it in the corner. Can't get it off the player. Comes out to the point. Shot from the point, tipped in front, but that goes into the corner. Frost leaves it there for Terrence, who chips it along the boards, trying to get it to Hyun. He can't get it out. Comes back, but Chua is able to pick up that loose puck. Gets it over to Terrence. That one's up for Frost. Frost trying to get the shot off, but the stick of Moscow in the way. Chance in front. Back behind the goaltender. Trying to get it out in front, but they can't keep it in at the line. CSKA Moscow. That was Okunev. He's got the puck behind the net. It's poked off his stick. Picked up there by Chua. He'll chip it off the boards, but CSKA is able to pick it back up. The pass goes into the feet of his teammate, so Terrence will fire that one up to center ice. Hyun clearing that one out. Picked up by Weber. He finds Sinecki, gets it over to Frasca. Frasca with a chance. He buries it, putting the East Coast Selects team up 1-0 over CSKA with 14 minutes, 41 seconds to play. So a great pass here. Frasca finds himself all alone and is just able to beat the goaltender over his stick side. Chance here for CSKA, but that puck goes down behind the East Coast Selects end. Comes up to the point for Vensko, but Weber puts it past him, and there will be a penalty here to CSKA. They tripped up Weber. And so the first power play of the game will go to the East Coast Select team. Headed to the box for CSKA. Number 33, Maxim Venskal. Hyun trying to keep that one into the point, and he can't do it. That's number 18 for CSKA. Lagoda chasing that into the corner. It's up in the mesh behind the goaltender, so the ref will blow the whistle and the face-off will ensue. Ref found an extra puck in the net. He'll return that to the timekeeper's box. Draw controlled by East Coast. Hyun will pick it up, puts it off the boards, looking for Chua, but it stays in their end. That bobbles a little, so Hyun will get it back behind the net. Up for Terrence. Terrence off the boards, looking for Chua, but the pass isn't far enough. It comes to Shiravin. He'll try to cut in front, but Terrence doing a good job of cutting that option off. Trying to find Chua, but that's all the way down, so that'll be A chance for CSKA to pick the puck up in their own end. Looking up center ice, it comes to Terrence. He'll put it on the other side there for Hyun. Terrence gets it back, carries it over center ice, dumping it down into the East Coast Selects end. Terrence with it, over to Hyun. Hyun with the shot, hit there, blocked by the CSKA player. Goaltender losing track of the rebound here. A lot of pushing and shoving going on, but they're able to calm that one down. A nice chance in front there by the defenseman Hyun. Goaltender makes the initial save, and then the rebound batted at it a couple times before he was able to squeeze that between his pads. Shot down by Tamov. Charlotte will come out of his net to play it, but it's picked up in the corner by CSKA. They'll ring that around the boards. Turley will try to get it off of Donsov, can't do it. Comes back to the point, but CSKA unable to handle that pass, so they'll have to chase it back. Being pressured hard there by the East Coast Selects player, and they're able to gain control in the CSKA end, but not for long. They'll carry it out. Picked up in the East Coast end by Parashkov. He's thrown hard into the boards, and it looks like East Coast Selects headed to the box. Chance here at the point. That shot through traffic. Goaltender's able to save it. So East Coast Selects headed to the penalty box with only 2 seconds left in the penalty to CSKA. So that'll be a power play for CSKA Moscow. A nice shot from the point. Goaltender, though, was able to grab that. CSKA with control off that draw. Held on to down low by Frolov. He'll carry it around behind the goal. They're on the power play now. Comes up to the point for Sharavin. He gets it back, takes a shot. Goaltender makes a save, but they were looking for the tip in front. Unable to get his stick on it was Lagoda. Comes back to the point for Rodnov. He gets it down low there for Vorobev. Into the corner. Back to Sharavin at the blue line. He'll take the shot, but he gets it down low. The pass from Rodnov to the point, intercepted by Frasca. He'll shoot it in so the penalty killers can get in a change here. CSKA will carry it right back into the East Coast end. Player colliding there with Terrence, but CSKA holding on to it. Comes up to the point for Rodonov. Down low. Back to Rodonov at the line. Back over to Vorobev. His shot through traffic, but it's blocked. Able to pick it up there is Frolov. He'll hold on to it along the wall. Gets it up to the point for Sharavin. He'll take the shot, looking for the tip in front, but it's into the corner. Rodnov will ring it around the boards. Hyun will pick it up, though, and sends that one all the way down. So Frost will chase it into his end, looking for Moore. They're able to connect. Moore hangs onto it behind CSKA's end. Moore is still managing to hold on to that puck. That one comes to Frost. Frost looking for the chance in front. They get a few whacks at it. The goaltender covers it up, but there will be a penalty. Slashing call. This one looks like another one to East Coast Selects. So Frost with the chance in front. Digging at the goal. There will be a slashing call here to Frost. So 5-on-3 here for 12 seconds. CSKA wins the draw. Donsov gets it to the point, gets it back. Donsov down low. Comes back to him as they close in. A chance from the point there. Wide of the net. Donsov can't hold on to it. And the player coming out of the box. Sinecki tried to cut around Call, but couldn't do it. He picks it back up. He'll try to drive it down into the CSKA end. Moscow turning it back over. Sinecki almost able to pick that one up again, but he'll skate back. Can't get it past Hyun on that first try. He'll poke it against the wall and then fire it out. Picked up in his own end by Tamazov. He'll carry that one all the way into the East Coast end. Trying to get his team set up here in the final minute of their power play, but it's intercepted by Moore. That one fired the length of the ice. CSKA will try to set themselves up again here. That pass comes over center ice to Poroshkov. He'll carry that one down. Trying to fend off. The East Coast Selects player comes to the point. Down low for CSKA. Comes back up to the point, able to be held in there by Tamazov. He gets it back. That one comes down low there for Okunev. Comes back to the blue line, looking for the shot. Only 18 seconds remaining in the power play. East Coast trying to clear it, can't do it. Now it's down behind the net for Turley. Turley tries to chip it up for Moore. He's able to clear it. Picked up at center ice by Tamazov. He'll fire that one down. That's offside, so we will have a stoppage here. Just a second left in the penalty to East Coast. The chance from the point on that one, just wide of the net. East Coast Selects winning that draw. Verdinchkin's able to put that into the corner. Weber will chase it. He's being pressured there by Caton. Caton will throw him to the ice. CSKA trying to get it out. They're able to do it, but it's picked up at center by Roberts, and we're back at even strength. Chasing it down behind his net there is Venskal. Trying to get it out, but it comes back to Roberts at center ice, so Schaefer will get it. He'll chip it off the boards. Chased into the USKA end by Verdinchkin. Rung around the boards. They'll try to keep it in at the point. Weber's able to do it. 8 minutes remaining in this period. 1-0 in favor of East Coast Selects early. CSKA trying to get it over center ice. Roberts in the way of that. He gets it over to Schaefer. That one comes up to Weber. He'll chip it in, but not too far. Can't get it past Zaitsev. This one comes up to Chechel. He can't beat Schaefer to the puck, though, and they'll both go into the board, so Frasca will pick that up for East Coast. Out of the reach of Roberts, but it's picked up on the other side there. Trying to get it through to the CSKA end. But Venskal picks it up, sends it behind his net. Looking for the pass there, but Terrence is able to get his stick in the way. Vorobev trying to cut into the front of the ice, but Hyun doing a great job of keeping him to the outside. Chance here for CSKA. That shot by Sharabin. Goaltender's able to tip that high. They'll send it back down into the corner. East Coast Selects is able to clear that, but that will be an icing. 6:42 left to play in the first. CSKA with control off that draw. Dontsov holding on to it. He's pushed into the board, so East Coast Selects will try to turn that over. They fire it all the way back down to the CSKA end. Call with it in his own end. Gets it up to Paroshkov. Comes back to center. Off the stick there of Moore. He's able to pick it up. Tries to put it around the player. Gets it to Hughes. Gets it back, but he's turned around. So it goes into the corner. Hyun keeping that one in at the point. Chance in front, that's blocked. Great stick there by Tamazov. Looking for Hughes in front. Backhand attempt. The goaltender makes the blocker save. Holding on to it is Tamazov. He's looking for the pass up, but Hyun was able to grab it. It's like we will have a penalty. This one coming to East Coast. CSKA coming up. They'll get the shot off. Goaltender makes a save, but the rebound almost put in by CSKA. I was mistaken on that penalty call. No penalty coming. Chipped off the boards. McAlpine will chase it onto the other side. Chua was able to pick it up. He has Frost just on the blue line. Chua will chase that into the corner. But Donsov was able to get to it first. Loose puck in the corner. Parashkov chasing it, but it's kept in at the line there by Fraska. Puts it through the legs of the Moscow player. Trying to get it out in front, can't do it. CSKA trying to clear the zone here. They'll get it up to center ice. Donsov will carry it and cuts around the defenders, gets the shot off, but it's blocked in front there. CSKA with it in their own end. Rodnov up for Vorabev. Looking for Rodnov in front. On the other side, though, was a chance, another good chance in front for Rodnov. They continue to shove the goaltender into the net. Officials signaling no goal. Fraska making sure to get a shove in there. A few really good chances. Goaltender not able to control the rebound initially. Got kicked into the net, but the officials blow no goal as they had lost sight of the puck there. Players giving the goaltender a little bit of a tap here. .4:27 left to play. CSKA will win that draw. Rodonov up for Lagoda. He'll chase it into the corner, holding on to it, trying to fend off Schaefer. Lagoda able to pick it up. Coming in from the point is Rodnov to try to help out. Frolov holding on to it. He'll dump that down into the corner for Lagoda. Roberts pressuring them in the corner. Terrence trying to come up with a puck. Holds onto it in the corner. East Coast Selects able to get it out behind their net. Schaefer will grab it. Off the boards for Weber. Trying to clear it out, but it's held in there by Rodonov. Now Schaefer able to clear it. Moore finds Weber. Weber tries to put it around the CSKA player, can't do it. Hyun right off the bench was able to keep it in and get the shot off. So Hyun, you'll see there, is able to keep it in and get the shot off. He was fresh off the bench, jumped right on. So 3:41 left to play in this first period. East Coast Select still up 1-0, and CSKA take a penalty for the hook there. Number 33, Maxim Benskel, got the stick up in the hands of the East Coast Select player. He went down, and the officials will call that. East Coast Selects win the draw. They get it back to Hyun. Hyun looking for Frost in front. Couldn't find it. CSKA can't get it past Hyun at the line. He puts it on the other side there for Frost. He has Chua in front. Chua, he tips it, but it's up into the mesh, so that will give us a face-off. CSKA with some control off that draw. Fired down the ice by Tamazov. Hyun will pick it up behind his goal. Leaves it there for Terrence, who gives it back to Hyun, but it's just outside of his reach. Manages to push it forward. Moore chips it in. East Coast Selects chasing it down behind the goal. They're able to come away with it. Looking for Hyun in front. Hyun just unable to handle the pass. And now CSKA player Donsov is in. There's a 2-on-1 here. Terrence breaking it up, and then the pass to the other side doesn't fully connect. So East Coast Selects able to avoid a real solid chance by CSKA. Hyun doing a great job of getting it to Moore while falling. Trying to keep it out of their end here. Shot there by Moore. Goaltender makes a save, but the rebound comes out, and East Coast has it. Chance there for Hughes. McAlpine keeping that one in. Down low for Moore. He was looking for Sinecki. The pass didn't connect, but he'll chase it into the corner and get it back. Comes to McAlpine at the point. Over on the other side there. Shot, that's blocked by CSKA, and it goes into the corner. It's picked up there by Moore. He sends it back to McAlpine. His shot, goaltender is able to make the save. There's only 21 seconds remaining in the penalty to CSKA. Good chance there by Moore, but the goalie able to see it, square himself to it, and get the save. East Coast Selects with control off that draw. Turley skates the line, takes the shot, but the goaltender is able to grab it. Hurley doing a great chance of moving so he can get himself some open lanes, but the goaltender sees it, doesn't allow for the rebound. CSKA wins that draw. They'll try to clear it out. That puck is up, but no whistle, so East Coast will have to chase it into their own end. CSKA got a head start because the East Coast Select players stopped thinking it had gone out of play. CSKA converting on that chance. The players mad at the refs that the puck was in the netting, but it doesn't matter. The play kept going, and if the refs don't blow the whistle, you got to keep skating. You can't just stop like that. And CSKA makes them pay for it. So we now have a tie game. Officials having a conversation here by the box. Looks like it's a goal. You can hear the parents very unhappy with that one. Or the crowd, I should say. East Coast Selects trying to chase that, but CSKA able to chip it down into their zone. Great chance there for Donsov, and he gets the pass in front to Paroshkov, and they bury it for the 2-1 lead. So while being shoved, he makes the wraparound pass in front to Paroshkov, and nobody had him covered. He was left all alone on the doorstep. So East Coast Selects a few small mistakes here, and CSKA capitalizes, putting themselves up 2-1. Vorobev in, trying to get himself around Roberts. He'll stop up and get it to the point. Shot from the point, though, was blocked by Frasca. He'll get the puck. He's in alone. His chance, though, interrupted there by the stick of Shiravin, and the goaltender makes the save. Carrying it up over center ice. Lagoda, he'll cut in. Makes the save, is the goaltender for East Coast. They're trying to clear this one out. Frasca picks it up. He'll carry it over center ice and then chip it down into the CSKA end. Under a minute to play in this first period. CSKA driving the puck down into the East Coast end, kept to the outside by Roberts, but he turns up. Glove down, kept in at the point by Tamazov. He gets it back, takes the shot off the boards behind the net. Collecting it on the other side is Varabev. Trying to get in front, but he's cut off. Rung around the boards. Roberts is trying to pick it up on the other side. Chips it off the boards for Hughes, but it comes to the point where Tamazov was trying to keep that one in. And that will mark the end of our first period. So score 2-1 for CSKA. So CSKA making sure to capitalize on the two small errors made there by the East Coast Selects. East Coast had themselves up to an early 1-0 lead. CSKA with some great chances early, but they were able to hold on to that. Goaltender for East Coast doing a decent job. Both goaltenders doing great so far in this period. Frasca there, opening the scoring for the East Coast Selects. And then a few good chances here where the goalie was able to come up with the big saves on the rebounds. Puck comes out in front here of the CSKA, and the goaltender doing a great job of dealing with pucks in the traffic. Great passing skills here by CSKA. On that one, the goaltender was able to get that one up out of the way. Few chances here in front, but the goaltender for Moscow standing up. That one was not a goal, as it was kicked in and the goalie shoved in. Puck there off to a stick, up into the netting. Fantastic chance there by Moore, but the goaltender was able to get it. Couple late chances for East Coast, but just unable to convert. CSKA on that one there. That was when the players thought that the puck had gone out of play. So East Coast Selects all stopped skating and Moscow continued to push. And then that was the go-ahead goal there by CSKA. So they put themselves up 2-1 to start the second. We are about ready to get underway here in our second period from today's playoff matchup. CSKA currently leading 2-1. They were down 1-0 early. Able to score 2 in that first period to come back with the lead. That'll be an icing. CSKA will have control off that draw, trying to carry it behind their own goaltender and clear it out here. They'll chip that one off the boards. Down in the East Coast Selects end. Carrying it up the boards here is Chua. He'll be rubbed off the puck there by Donsov. He'll pick it back up in the corner. Trying to hold on to it there is Frasca. He'll try to get it out in front, but it splits the 2D at the line. So Terrence forced to chase that one back into his own zone. Sinecki will pick it up at center ice. He'll carry it in over the CSKA end. Tries to get the shot off from the tight angle. Rebound chance on the other side for Moore, and a great save made there by Egorov of CSKA. Held in along the boards by Varabev. Chasing it into the corner. Varabev able to come up with it again. Trying to get it away from Moore. CSKA trying to get it out of their end here. That one comes up for Varabev. He's in. Goaltender, though, able to grab it, not allowing for the rebound. Keeping this game 2-1. And Varabev able to get away from Roberts there. Gets the shot off, but can't get it up over the goaltender as I think he'd imagined. So the goaltender was able to grab that. East Coast getting it out to center ice. It's picked up there by Frost. He tries to put it around the CSKA player, but can't do it. So back the other way goes Zaitsev. Shot from the point, glove down by the goaltender. That shot, Mikhail Catton. But Charlotte of East Coast was able to grab it. Comes out to the point for call. He'll try to get that down low, but it's off the boards, and Moore can pick that one up. Weber fires it down into the Moscow end, but it's picked up behind his goal by Tamazov. Chance in front. It was in the skates of Weber, but Moore couldn't get it up over the goaltender. It goes over the net. Weber trying to hold on to it. He'll chip it down into the Moscow end. Chased down there by Tamazov. Comes up to center ice. Donsov carries it all the way down, being pressured there by Hyun. Goaltender locks off that side. Comes out to the point. That's fired back down low. Battling for it here along the boards. Poroshkov trying to come up with it, but Chua's able to get it to center. But it's put right back in by Rodionov. And then Roberts doing a great job of getting that one out. CSKA with it over center ice. Shiravin takes the shot. Goaltender makes the pad save. The rebound almost on the stick of CSKA, but they're able to avoid that. Frasca will pick that up behind the goal. That's fired all the way down into the Moscow end, and that will be an icing. So a good chance here in front. Weber couldn't find the puck in his feet, and then Moore couldn't get the shot he was looking for. CSKA player taken to the ice, and Roberts sitting on him. He is slow to get up. Sinecki has the puck taken off his stick. Picked up just over the blue line by Chechel. He leaves it there for Catton. Chance in front. Able to get the stick on it. There was Roberts, but it comes out, and the goaltender making a great save there for East Coast Selects. CSKA finding himself all alone in front, but the goaltender able to stretch out that pad. .15:50 left to play in our game. Score 2-1 in favor of CSKA Moscow. East Coast selects Weber, trying to get it over the blue line. Moore bumped off the puck. That one carried over center ice by Moscow, comes up to Dontsov. Weber, though, intercepts that pass, gets it just over center, but it's picked up again by Poroshkov. Kunev tries to get the shot there, but Terrence is able to chip it off the boards. Comes up to Frost, gets it to Chua. Chua will pick up speed as he goes over the blue line. He gets the shot off, but the goaltender is able to glove that one. CSKA grabbing control of that puck off the draw. Vorabev tries to drop it back, but it goes to Chua instead. He puts that one on the other side there for Frost. Frasca picked it up, tried to drop it back for Frost, but now CSKA will pick that one up. Turley trying to cut them off to get to it, but it comes up to center ice there by Lagoda. He'll get it on the other side for Frolov. CSKA with it at the point. Down low is Rodionov. Battling now along the boards there is Lagoda, gets it up to the point. That one's tipped down into the corner. CSKA holding on to it in the corner. Rodionov looking for the option in front. Gets it instead to the point for Shiravin. He'll fire it down. East Coast trying to clear it. Can't do it yet. McAlpine will hold on to that behind his goal. He gets it out. At center ice, Frost is there to pick it up. Tries to put himself around Rodionov. Tries to get the shot off. Can't get it past the CSKA player. Glove down at center there by Poroshkov. He'll skate it in. Goaltender gets a little bit of it, and it goes up over his net. CSKA still trying to keep it down here in the East Coast end. They'll try to clear it. Chipped off the boards, but it comes to CSKA player. So Call will fire that one on the goaltender. He'll make the save. So a good job here by Poroshkov holding onto that puck, getting the shot off, and the goaltender gets just a little bit of it and chips it up over his net. CSKA trying to get a change in there. Officials not having it. Cska tries to clear that one out, can't do it. Comes to the point, sends it over to the other side. Shot from the point, stopped in front there. Picked up by Dontsov. He's being challenged in the corner there by Hyun, but it comes to the point. Chance on the other side. Looking for the pass to the player in front who was on the doorstep with the open net. Can't connect. Chance in front, and CSKA buries it. That one scored by number 52, Poroshkov. Poroshkov will just take the shot and get it up over the goaltender. So CSKA now up 3-1. Timeout called by the East Coast Selects. Okay, so timeout is over here. We are ready to continue the play with 12 minutes and 50 seconds left. In this period, now 3-1 for CSKA, who on paper definitely would have been the favorite coming into the game, considering they did not lose in the preliminary round. Off that face-off, East Coast Selects, McAlpine will fire that one down behind the goal. Picked up by Call. He'll get that one up to Poroshkov. Gets it back to Dontsov. Chance here, taking the shot, but it's wide of the goaltender. Moore chips it off the boards, trying to get it to Senecki, but it's kept in at the point. That'll come out now. CSKA's Dontsov will pick it up on the other side there. Skating in over the blue line, trying to chip it down into the corner. Looking to get it out in front, but it comes all the way out. So picking it up at center there is Frolov. He'll get it off onto the other side. Carrying it into the zone. East Coast Selects trying to get it out. Can't do it. They can't get the pass past Lagoda there. Battling for it here behind the goal. Caught up in center ice, and now Varabov will get a chance. On the other side, goaltender stretching out and making the save. A great save made there by Jaden Chalette for the East Coast Selects. And a great pass cross crease there for Frolov, but the goalie able to stretch himself out and get the save. CSKA will control that draw, comes back to the point. Shot down low, chased by Chechel. It'll come out to the point. Chechel down low, can't get himself past Terrence there. Holding on to it, it'll come back to the point. He'll send it back down low, looking for the pass across the ice. Keeping it in at the point. Banked in along the boards. Into the corner, thrown down to the ice by East Coast Selects, and that will be a penalty. cross check to number 14, Terrence of the East Coast Selects. So CSKA Moscow headed to a power play with 11 minutes left to play in this period. The winner of this game will move on to face the winner of our next game, which is between Ural and the Draft Day Selects. Comes out to the point for a call. On the other side, turning back is Tamazov. Puts it back. He gets it back on his side, firing it down low. Comes back to the point. The shot blocked by Frasca. Frasca broken stick though. Frasca playing with no stick here. Comes over to Call. Call down low. And they bury it. So 4-1 lead now for CSKA on that power play. And the pass down low beats the goaltender. And CSKA putting themselves up here by 3 goals now. .10:40 left to play in the game. CSKA trying to get it up in front. Turley standing him up. But they're able to come away with it in the corner. Vorobev, chance in front. That one's up into the corner. Rodionov. Comes out in front. Chance there for Frolov. He'll hold on to it. He'll skate the line, gets it over on the other side there for Rodionov. Tries to put it through the feet of the East Coast player. Can't do it, but it comes back to Frolov at the point. It'll be chased down behind the goaltender there by Vorobev. Trying to get away from the pressure of the East Coast Selects. He'll be pinned to the boards. Looking to try and get on this loose puck more. Battling hard against Frolov. Comes out to Sharaviev. That puck into the corner, so it'll be picked up at the point by Rodionov. He'll send it down low. Frolov being pressured there by Turley. Chance in front. Goaltender makes the save. Player tries to bat at it in the crease. And that will be a penalty for tapping on the goaltender there after the whistle had gone. So CSKA headed to the box with 9:13 to play. East Coast Selects hoping to chip away at this lead here. Only down by 3. CSKA able to clear that one the length of the ice off the draw. East Coast will pick it up, trying to carry it up the ice. Can't get it past the defender of Moscow there. Chua will chase it back into his own end. They'll hand it off to Frost. Frost, his outlet passes off the foot of Dontsov, so it'll come back and Hyun will pick it up. Tries to get it up for Frost. Can't do it, so Hyun will carry it in. Hyun desperately trying to get it in front as he falls down. Picked up in front of his own net by Tamazov. Able to get it around the boards past Hyun. Minute 10 left in the penalty to Moscow. McAlpine gets it across the ice. Frost leaves it for Senecki. Senecki trying to roof it, can't do it. It comes out in front and Moscow's able to pick it up. Carried in, chance from far out by Paroshkov. in the corner. McAlpine pressuring the CSKA player. They both go to the ice. Puck underneath the Moscow player. Every time he tries to get up, he ends up back on the ice, but still able to hold on to that puck. And Moscow coming away from that with possession after it was 3 East Coast players on the 1 Moscow player. Good chance in front. Looks like we'll have a penalty here to Moscow. So 7 seconds with the 2-player advantage for East Coast. 7:20 left to play in the game. Chance for Frost. He gets it on the other side there for Hyun. Hyun sends it back to Frost. Gets it to the point for Turley. Turley down low for Fresca. He tries to lift it in from the tight angle. Hyun will chase it into the corner. He puts it back for Fresca, who gets it to Chua. Chua will put it back down the boards. Tamazov trying to grab it behind the net. He throws Fresca into the boards. Hyun with it over to Turley. Turley misses the pass. But we will have another penalty here to Moscow for interference. So unless a goal is scored here, the East Coast selects with 1:28 to play with the 2-player advantage. 6:47 left to go. East Coast selects deciding to go without their goaltender. So it's 6-on-3 here. Guess with the extended length of it, they're looking to take the chances. Turley gets the shot, but in the middle, picked up there by CSKA's Frolov. He'll try to send it the length of the ice, and Hyun will have to chase it to avoid it going in his net. Hyun gets to it first, puts it up for Chua. Chua will carry it in over the blue line, dropping it back for Frost. Frost gets it to Turley at the point, over for Hyun. Hyun back to Frost. Frost couldn't get the shot off, so it comes to Turley at the point. His shot blocked there by Frolov. Hyun will pick it up along the wall. Skate up to the point, hands it off to Fresca. Frost looking for the shot, it's blocked. Backhand attempt, goaltender is able to grab the save. Frost with it again in front. Hyun on the other side, he'll pick it up along the wall. Over to Frost. Frost looking for Fresca and Moore in front. Goaltender makes a save and jumps on the rebound. So CSKA killing off a valuable chunk of time here on this 6-on-3. The goaltender really quick to the rebound. .30 seconds remaining in this 6-on-3 opportunity. Comes over to Terrence. Terrence trying to get it down for Senecki, can't connect. Back to Roberts at the point. Back for Senecki, he'll take the shot. That's tipped high into the corner. 14 seconds left in the first penalty. Terrence was looking for Senecki on the other side. It comes back to Roberts at the point. He'll get it to Terrence. Terrence with a shot. Almost tipped in. So one of the penalties over to Moscow. And with that high stick, the face-off will come down in to the East Coast end, so goaltender will head back to his crease. Only 30 seconds remaining in the second penalty to Moscow. So they managed to survive the 6-on-3. Hyun firing that off the boards to McAlpine. He'll carry it around behind his net. Turns up the speed a little, trying to get past the Moscow players at center ice. They're able to push it in, but Moscow grabs it. Sharavin gets that up. Hyun, though, pokes it off the stick. He'll carry it up. He's thrown hard into the ice, but the puck comes to East Coast. That shot, the goaltender, though, will glove that one. So 4:46 left to play in this game. 4-1 lead for Moscow. Moscow winning that draw, trying to clear it out. Can't get it past the point. Down low, trying to get a shot for Cska. He gets a shot off, but it goes behind the net. Chipped up along the boards. Cska coming down to try to play it. Turley trying to keep it in. Moscow able to clear it, but Hughes picks it up. That'll be chipped down. Moscow trying to get it out, but Cska with a good chance in front. He can't get his stick on the rebound. The goaltender getting it just on his toe, but Moscow definitely cross-checked him right into the net, so CSKA will head back to the box. A great save on the rebound attempt there by Edgarov for Moscow. Terrence with a shot from the point, it's redirected into the wall. Looking for the cross-crease pass for Frost, but it's off the boards, it's too far. It'll be picked up there by Donsov, he'll skate it out. Hyun, though, able to get position on him and limit his chance. Puts the body on him and Hyun picks it up. Carried in by Fraska. It's down behind the goal. Frost will chase it into the other corner, but Hyun's there first. He'll cut back behind the goal. Leaves it for Fraska there. He tried to get it up high from the corner, but it comes to Terrence at the point. Terrence will put it down low for Fraska. Fraska looking for the option in front, can't find it, so Hyun be forced to chase this to the point. East Coast pulling the goaltender again to give themselves an opportunity with a 6-on-4. Hyun with a shot. Goes off Cska. Another chance for Chua. Chua can't bury it, and Frost will chase it into the corner. Comes back for Terrence. Back down low, gets it up to Frost. Frost back for Terrence. Terrence with a shot. Tip, that goes high of the net. And in an attempt to get it back, East Coast selects, puts it all the way back down into their zone, so they'll be forced to chase it. CSKA player trying to throw the hip check, but he throws himself into the boards, and Cska comes away with it for East Coast. Terrence bringing that around the boards, looking for Weber. Weber trying to chip it up in the skates of Lagoda. Players battling here right at the center ice line. Held to the boards by the skate of the Moscow player. He played it with his hand there. So the face-off will come into the Moscow end. Couple really good chances here for East Coast Selects, but just unable to get the tips in the places they needed them. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to play in the period. 6 seconds left in the power play for East Coast. Comes back to Roberts at the point. He'll get it into the middle. They're looking for the shot from the slot by Fraska, but it doesn't connect on that one. Schaefer can't keep it in. Roberts will bat that one down. Cska collides there with Zaitsev. And Roberts turns it over, and number 16, Zaitsev, can't bury it in the empty net, misses it by a couple feet. Minute 39 left to play. Schaefer with it for East Coast, trying to clear that one up. And they're offside. So East Coast likely to play what's left of this game without their goaltender in an effort to try to climb back here. And the turnover right there on the blue line, but lucky for East Coast, Moscow misses the empty net. Moscow with control off that draw. Moore trying to steal it. They're able to grab it. Checho still holding on to it. Poked off his stick there by Chua. Not able to bury the 5th goal, though, is Moscow. Fanned on the chance to get it out there. Now Moore will carry it deep into the Moscow end. Frasca gets it back to the point, looking for McAlpine. Intercepted there by Moscow. He was a couple steps ahead of the puck, but we're into the last minute here. He'll try to bury it. It's poked off his stick there by Chua. They'll put it around the boards with under a minute left to play. Thrown hard into the boards was the Moscow player. He is very uncomfortable on the ice. Officials have not noticed it, though. Having a hard time getting up. They're trying to get the puck to Hyun. Terrence is able to grab it. Injured player. Grabs his stick, tries to make his way to the bench. Holding his back here. 20 seconds left for East Coast. Hyun will try to get it out in front, but it's in the skates of the Moscow player. 10 seconds left to play. Hyun looking for the option in front. No one there to grab it. And it looks like Moscow is headed to the next round. They will keep their undefeated streak going. So a few costly errors made by the East Coast Selects team early. A turnover, and when they thought it was out of play, they just stopped up, allowing Moscow to get the opportunity. They put themselves up nice and early. Moscow doing a great job with the passing and getting themselves in the lane. They were able to create a lot of traffic in front of these goaltenders. Good chance there by Frasca. He buries that one early, but that will be the only goal for East Coast Selects on the day. The goaltender for Moscow doing a great job. He's really strong on the rebound control, which is part of the reason all those power plays, including the 6-on-3, wasn't enough for East Coast to come back. Great passing team here, CSKA Moscow. And as with some of these teams, the Selects teams, a lot of them are amalgamations of kids who play on other teams. But some of, I know CSKA Moscow, Ural, the Silver Lions, a lot of them play together year-round. So the chemistry is definitely there in a way that it's missing for some of these other squads. Hyun with a shot there for East Coast Selects. One of the better players on that team that I've been watching so far. He's a really strong defender. Knows how to lay a hit without taking a penalty, which we've seen has been a problem so far in this tournament for some teams. Moscow doing a great job here in front of the net, burying that one. Getting themselves up by a couple goals and then really holding on. East Coast Selects trying to play some 6-on-3 for a minute there. Unsuccessful. Great save made there by the East Coast goaltender. Trying everything they could in front, but just unable to get it to go the way they needed it to. A fantastic save there late in the game to try to keep this one within reach. Nice goal scored in front there by Moscow. Goaltender really able to stretch himself all the way over to the other side there and make the save. Moscow, though, able to slip that one past him. A lot of really good chances from in close for the Moscow team. Late in the period, East Coast Selects had a ton of great chances with those 6-on-3s, just unable to convert on all of them. And the goaltender being solid for Moscow when he needed to be. On that one, just gets his toe on it. Fantastic save made there to keep this game at 4-1. East Coast with a lot of last-minute chances there, just unable to convert on them. Played a lot of the end of the game with the empty net. Moscow missed it a couple times.